how's it going, gents? Big one today, pretty excited. Gonna test ride this BMW S1000R. I've been super excited to test ride this thing. Been wanting to do it for ages. This one's a full kitted out one, all electronics on it. Electronic suspension, really want to try that out. When the HP4 brought it out, I was like super jelly. Really wanted to give it a shot. But you know, it's pretty hard to get your hands on a HP4, so pretty pumped to be able to try it on this platform, S1000R. It's in dynamic, hardcore mode. We'll go this hard, we'll go normal suspension just for now, just get a feel for it. Oh, I could feel the suspension actually change when I turned it on. It was like, that's freaking cool, man. All right, let's just cut over to here. All right, if people don't know, so this is the S1000R versus the S1000R. Exact same motor, the same a lot of things. It's pretty much just got high bars, but they have tuned it differently. Even though it's the same motor, it's detuned. Well, I wouldn't really say detuned. It's just tuned differently. Like, instead of making 183 horsepower as the S1000R, it makes about 160, but it's in different places. So you get that 160 much earlier, which is a lot better for cruising around the city, cruising around town. You know, my S1000R, even though it has 183 horsepower, I'm lucky to hit that ever, because first gear is 170 k's an hour. It's pretty hard to redline S1000R on the road, which is where you hit that peak power. Whereas this, you can use more of the power more of the time. So let's try this out, gents. Let's open her up, see if she scares me. Feels nice. Just cruising. And let's see how she goes. Right. Shit. Whoa. Yeah, that comes on so hard. Oh, its suspension is firm. Super firm, man. Comes down nice. We'll bang down to a slower pace. We'll turn on ABS so it keeps the front wheel down, and let's test out the quick shifter. Wow, they've fixed it up a bit. Wind doesn't seem to be an issue. Like, I don't know, that little thing on the front must be doing something, because I don't feel like a windsock right now. I can feel it in the helmet a bit, buffering, but it's kind of like on the S1000R as well. Unless you're sit right back and you're down on the S1000R, it's pretty much a similar. Like, I'd like to know how they've damped out the front forks being. They feel really solid, man. Probably the other bikes I've kind of ridden in this category would be the Aprilia Tiono. That, I'll be 100% honest, was scarier than this. I don't know what was with that Tiono, man, but that felt a lot more ferocious than this thing. This thing is still pretty German precision. It's not as, probably doesn't have as much character as the Aprilia. And my mate's got a Z1000. This feels a lot more planted than the Z1000. This feels like I could go just as fast on this as my S1000R, I feel like. Turned off ABS. Gonna give it a quick run up to 100, see if she lifts the front wheel or not. Yep. Maybe that's why I need traction control. Every time you try and... Every time try and get on it. I was trying to not lift up the front wheel then. Oh, gearbox is nicer on it. I'm gonna say that straight away. Gearbox is very different. It feels more solid. It's surprising. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna let this guy go ahead because I want to go a bit slower and talk. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to say it. I don't feel like I never thought I was gonna say this, but it feels a lot slower. It feels a lot slower than the S1000R. I'm disappointed. How's it going, Pop? Can I see a wheelie? Oh, that was a bad wheelie. That was shocking. I don't know, man. I was expecting a little bit more punch than that. I mean, dynamic. I've taken it up to redline. I mean, it'll lift the front wheel, but I think that's mainly because of the handlebars and because it's not so leant over. It honestly doesn't feel as fast as my old bike, which is strange because Baron von Grumble like had an S1000R, and when he rode this, he said it was terrifyingly fast. Well, not like it felt faster. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not motorbiking right today. It feels great. It feels wonderful, and it's more usable. I can definitely feel it's got a little. It's like you're right in that sweet spot all the time. From like 2000, it feels like you're in that sweet spot of an S1000R, but it never gets to that scary stage of an S1000R. Even when you're at 10,000. It's a big difference, I think, and it's meant to be 160 horse compared to 180 on an S1000R, but it's a big difference. It just never feels like it gets that really scary bit. It feels like it's at that nice midpoint of an S1000R. But the S1000R has that another level of freaking rip your face off, and that feels like it's missing from this. I know it's like the S1000R, like it's stupidly fast. You don't need it on the road. You're never going to use it, but I don't know. I like that scariness, man. I feel like it's missing from this. I didn't want to say bad things about this bike. It's a great bike. It's fun to like lift up the front wheel. Okay, let's what am I doing, man? There's too many buttons on. Let's go through some bends. Nice, man. It feels nice. Like through the bends, I reckon you'll be just as fast. Like an amateur rider like me, I think you're just as fast on this as you are an S1000R. There's no drop in speed, I think, in terms of corners. The front feels that planted. You be quiet. You're a bit noisy. Alright, so thoughts on it compared to the S1000R. I'm going to say they've definitely fixed up some kinks. You've got a nice rear brake on it. That's gone back to a normal rear brake, not really low and weird. The front feels amazing. I don't know how they've done it. It feels as good as the S1000R, but it's a million times more comfortable. The gearbox feels better. The quick shifter works slightly better. It's got no vibrations. Mine had some vibrations. The throttle's nice. When you take off, you get right in that sweet spot of where an S1000R is really nice. But then it kind of fizzles out and you don't get that scariness like you have with the S1000R, which is probably its only negative so far, man. And the seat, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more comfortable of a seat, being that it's more touring. It's literally just got the S1000R seat, which is good for a super sport. But you're not buying this for a super sport, even though I'm just as fast on this as I am my S1000R, and I can say that for sure. I'm no faster on my S1000R. It's good, but it's not scary good. Which I know is different to what other people are saying. Other videos I've watched, people say this feels faster than S1000R. I'm not feeling it. And it's not because I own an S1000R. I wanted this bike to be better than it. I really wanted it to be better. Because I kind of wanted to buy one. Just the electronic suspension and a bit bumpy here. Let's just put it in soft mode. Oh, that's nice, man. Dude, I was not expecting to be able to feel the difference between soft and hard suspension, but you can really feel it. That is silky smooth. But we're riding sportily, so let's go hard mode. Drop back a gear. And let's drop back 2 gears, why not? And punch it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, man. Love this freaking engine. Freaking hell, BMW did a good job on this engine, man. I want to shake the German dude's hand. Be like, Hans, freaking good job, man. For example, let's go first gear and up to your red line, and I'll kind of you can see how it's not really going that fast. Like that's 9,000, and it just doesn't have that kind of insane amount of power like the S1000R. When you're up at redline, the S1000R, it's freaking scary, man. But I guess it's not needed on the road. This is the perfect road S1000. There you go. Perfect for road. It's like they've taken the S1000R and they've said, let's say the person never does a track day, let's make the perfect bike for them. You've got this. The only thing I would change is the seat. I'd put a slightly softer seat on it. And then, bam, perfect. Perfect road bike. Because honestly, you don't need any more than 160 horse on the road. Unless you've got the Autobahn or some shit, you don't need it. I'll admit that it's fun, scaring the shit out of yourself, but Germans don't like fun. They like efficiency. Go easy. No need to speed on the straight. Went the wrong section. That's the S1000R. Damn, it's the perfect S1000 road bike. That's what I could say about it. It's got all the kinks of the S1000R kind of fixed up. It's got the comfort level of a nice road bike, even though you'd be just as fast on this as the RR. It doesn't have that kind of hardcore freaking rip your face off power as the RR, but on the road you don't need it. So it's got the perfect amount of punch, like the perfect sweet spot comes in really low and it's all the way to the top. It's like you're always in that really nice sweet spot. So I think they've done a really good job with it. The only thing I'd do is maybe put a softer seat and it's perfect. Perfect road bike. Oh, that's a bumpy freaking corner. The electronic suspension in normal is just, oh, this is like, it's bumpy. It's a shit bit of road. But I'm keeping both wheels nicely on the freaking ground. I should be able to go faster, but this isn't my bike, so I'm going a little easy. I've just hit some twisties, and now I've got half an hour on the freeway back home. Normally I would be like, yeah, on my S1000R, I'd be like, ah, shit. I gotta sit on the freeway for half an hour, that sucks. But on this man, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put the suspension in soft mode. We'll put it in road mode. And it's just a beautifully nice, soft sport touring bike. Close my visor, nice and quiet, 6th gear, and just enjoy my ride home. Oh, it's so soft. Anyway, riding with Tom out. Great day for a ride. Great ride. Good bike. Well done. Job done. Let's go have a German beer to freaking celebrate all this German riding, German engineering. I'm gonna go have a go to the Munich Brauhaus and have a Lowenbrau.